Back at home in Tanzania, in my home village, I know a man who is very present in all important events that take place in our village, especially funerals, unveiling of tombstones and marriages. He will not miss any of them. One day during my holidays, because he's a famous guy, I had a chat with him, and I really wanted to find out why he's so famous and known as a committed person to such social activities. So his response was simple and clear. He said that these events provide him with an opportunity to eat and drink to his satisfaction. And no bill is attached to it. Those who have been in Palestine seem to say that Cana was a village quite near to Nazareth in the province of Galilee. Wine to get finished in the context of a village could be expected, because people go to such events even when they are not invited. Social interaction is often simple and informal. No need of invitation. Once people see smoke going up, they know that in that particular place or house, something is happening. From John chapter 2, verse 1, we read, there was a marriage at Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. No reference is made to invitation. When we come to John chapter 2, verse 2, the verb to invite is used in a passive form together with an adverb also, to read Jesus was also invited to the marriage with his disciples. It is by means of this adverb also that Mary's invitation is implied. Their presence at Cana was foreseen and expected. Imagine if all of a sudden Jesus and his disciples came in uninvited, and we know what kind of group we had. So, composed of fishermen, ex-fishermen, Peter, Andrew, James, and John. Then the zealots. We had Simon the Zealot. And we had Judas Iscariot. And so on. And probably they would have arrived after surviving the heat of the day. It is just an imagination. Some writers think that perhaps Mary was one of those who helped prepare the feast. She was worried when the wine got finished. For a Jewish feast, wine was important. Without wine, it was a clear sign that the wedding feast was a failure, an embarrassment, and people would always probably remember this shame. What would have become of the newlywed couple to begin living together as husband and wife with this kind of shame? Whatever would have gone wrong in their future life, people would have probably commented that even on the day of their wedding, things were not. We know how quick people are to remember bad things. Probably food was plenty, and everything needed for a wedding feast was there, but if wine lacked, this would have spoiled that day, the day. The concern of Mary to have Jesus to do something for them was not only about to make people enjoy wine to the full, but also to rescue the family from the shame that would have marked them for life. The cry, "They have no wine," in this context expresses a desperate situation that needs immediate solution. It was in sympathy, in kindness, and in understanding that Jesus decided to rescue them from their panic. It is just by such deeds of understanding, simple gestures of love, that we too may touch and reach out to many desperate lives. And when you do something good, do not expect it to be reciprocated with another good. Think of Jesus, how he committed himself to alleviating suffering, but only to be crucified on the cross between two groups. Mary knew her son, and she was confident that Jesus would do something. Even when Jesus tells his mother, "Oh woman, what is that to you or to me? My hour has not yet come." Mary still believed in him, so much that she turned to the servants and told them to do whatever Jesus would order them to do. Mary had the faith which could trust even when it did not understand. But she was quite sure that Jesus would do the right thing. In life, we all have moments when we feel that our wine gets finished. This is the moment when we find ourselves left in the dark. No one is there to extend a helping hand. This is the time when one loses his or her job, and they have no certainty of tomorrow. The joy is gone. The husband has abandoned the house, and vice versa. When young people replace schooling with drugs and alcohol, when some people are made to believe that if they kill a stranger, a foreigner, they widen their chances of being employed. When young men and women think good life is to be sought outside Africa, but then only to die in the Mediterranean Sea. It is during such moments that we need Mary to tell Jesus, they have no wine, they have no joy, they do not know what they are doing, they have no one to support them. Please do something for them. Jesus is able to replace our desperation with hope and our sad moments with joy. When we have great needs or major problems in our lives, like famine, natural disasters, sickness, terrorist attack, and so on, we want God to manifest his power right here and now. But real faith, the faith Mary had, can trust God so much as to allow him to intervene in his own time and hour. God's time is the best time. For Mary, we learn how important it is to be at the service of others. We are called to do the same. She is portrayed as the mother of all. No wonder why a number of religious congregations consider Mary as their model, patroness, or placed under her protection. Her maternal concern was experienced at Cana, but also in Jerusalem, when she devoted herself to prayer together with his disciples and other women. Unfortunately, I was about to say, as we heard from the first reading, but not. Her presence among the apostles was a source of encouragement and hope. She did not abandon them, even when her son was no longer present physically. The experience of the first Christians, and ours too, is that Mary has a special place in the life and ministry of Jesus, and that she is a gift to each of us, to all of us. We rely on her intercession, and she is indeed our mother. Our Lady, Mother of Africa, pray for us.
Amen.